Hey, Boyd. This is our 13th episode of Turn Rows to Revenue.
Morning, JC.
How you been? We had a huge report yesterday, and I want to just jump right on into that and get your thoughts on
Yeah,
what we
it's
saw from that report.
the July report or the June 30th report is always, as I've said, always has a surprise in there for somebody. And so yesterday we got a big surprise with the acres being way less than most people thought they would be. They were looking for like close to 94 million on corn acres, and they came in at like 92.6. And so, it's like, why did we not plant more corn if the price is at 7-year highs? Beans, kind of the same thing. Bean acres actually went down from the March intentions by like 45,000 acres. So it's weird if you go back and look at like the 2012, 2013, 2014, the principal crop acres were 323 million. And then this year it's like 315. So I don't know, and it's weird because I don't see that going into CRP. I don't, are we just losing, people moving to the country and building lots on or building houses on bigger lots, and is it some urban sprawl? I don't know. I really can't put my
That's a
finger
lot
on
of
what that
urban
is.
sprawl in a
That's
year.
what I thought too. I mean, that's over 10. That's over 9 years, but
Oh, that
uh,
was 10-year number. I got you.
yeah. So, but still, that's a million acres a year almost. So
Hmm.
it's kind of interesting. But yeah, anyway, the market reacted obviously with a positive tone. Like corn closed up the limit, put us back over $6 on September new crop. Actually, overnight with a little continued follow through. Beans were up about 80, um, and I mean I think it's justified. We needed probably that 94 to 95 on corn to kind of have a little buffer in the balance sheet. We probably needed 89 to 90 to have a little bit of buffer in the bean balance sheet if you believe the demand numbers. So, things got real tight once you plug in those lower than anticipated acres, and you're staring at some pretty tight carryouts. Cotton was actually down 300,000 acres from the March intentions, and for some reason closed down 268 points. So in a wide ranging commodity rally yesterday, that didn't make a lot of sense to me. And I've looked for the last, almost 24 hours now to try to figure out if I missed some news headline or if it was just, I don't know. So, but it's bounced back up a little bit today, up 1.3%, back up over 86. So,
And they say cotton trades fundamentals like less than 20% of the time, and I, it just seems to never have any rhyme or reason to it.
yeah. And I mean, we were knocking on the door of 89 there last week. So, or 88 and a half. So, I think we still got some upside in cotton. Texas was off 100,000 acres. The only thing I can think there is, maybe too dry to get it planted. Maybe some failed acres, or you switched it over to something cheaper potentially. So Arkansas was down 100,000, which wasn't surprising because their bean acre number was up, but not a lot of changes in Carolinas or Georgia on the cotton side.
So, Boyd, where do we go from here as far as our grain market? We uh, the reports come out, and I know that the Dakotas are having weather issues as well as Minnesota, and I think the top half of Iowa. Um, you know, I, the news that comes out, my guess is going to be that the market is going to be more weather driven now than ever. Um,
Yeah,
what do you see kind of moving forward?
yeah. Typically, after we get this acreage number out of the way, we do go back to trade and weather. Um, there's some heat coming back in the July 5th to 10th time period, but some models say a little bit more moisture as well. So we're going to trade every forecast, every 6 hour run in the forecast. And you could come in one morning and you're up 20, and then by lunchtime you're off 5 because the forecast model shifted. So it's going to continue to be pretty volatile. In corn, I would think you probably got a decent chance of going back and trying to test these old highs. December corn was like 638 was the high there. November beans were 1480. So even this morning we were within 27 cents of corn and, about 50 cents in the beans. So if we come in over the long weekend, hot or dry or Monday night into Tuesday, we probably will try to take a run at those levels. What do you do marketing wise? Well, it's like I said, I did another podcast yesterday afternoon. Sorry for cheating on you, JC. But yeah, I know that hurts.
I go through my tiny dark heart.
But I mean, you had corn from 638 on May the 7th, I think it was. 3 weeks later, we were at $5. We ran back up to 625, back down to 518, and now here we are back at 6. Y'all are hopefully better traders than I am, but that's a hard market to try to figure out. And beans a similar pattern. Cotton has been a little more stable, so it's not quite as bad. But how do you market it? I mean, most of our guys down here, we're going to have corn coming off in 5 to 8 weeks. I think you look at what kind of crop you got, and I don't see a whole lot of holes out there from my conversations. And you just look at it and you say, man, that's $1,120 an acre on revenue or whatever the number is.
Right.
And you compare that to your cost and you say, that's pretty good. We should probably get us some more of that. We come in here, we're hot and dry, and we take out the highs, then yeah, we're probably going to, 650 and 15. But you come in here and the forecast is wetter and cools off. The tropics are starting to fire up a little bit, so that's, who knows what that does to the upper atmosphere, shifts those, winds or whatever. So it's going to be crazy. Just take advantage of the profit, because we've seen this market. You were crazy excited at 625 corn, and then you're kicking yourself at $5 corn, and you're getting a third opportunity here. So
that's right. It was funny. I was having a conversation with a friend of mine, a grower towards the coast in South Carolina, and right before the report came out, we were just kind of saying to each other, man, I mean, I feel like we didn't do enough when the opportunity was there, and both thinking that the report yesterday was gonna
potential to
not
be a
be
little
favorable.
bearish, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so so the report came out and immediately gave me a buzz. It's like, I guess we both,
Exactly.
Maybe I'm good. Maybe I'm good now.
That's
So
right.
I'm with you. I think there's a big crop in the field. Most of the places I go are well above average.
Yep.
In the Carolinas, most of Georgia, and so I hope that this is a home run for everybody, and we can not only put a good crop together, but
shop your corn basis on these early bushels. I mean, there's going to be some pretty monster premiums if you're getting dry corn out of the field before your neighbors are. So it's going to be a good time to look at that as well.
Anything to look out for moving into the next few weeks? Just what are you going to be paying attention to?
Yeah, just the weather forecast for the most part, and see if we get these continued Chinese buying, or if this latest run up kind of slows them down. They have bought some beans there, I don't know, 10 days ago when the market was down a little bit. And so do they start to try to talk the market lower like they've done, like they've done a couple times, or do they just say, man, we really can't afford to miss out in case it does burn up? So that'll be interesting. That'll be two things I'm kind of watching there, see what their actions are in the weather. I mean, we'll have a July crop report, but it really won't probably shift a whole lot. They're just plugging in the acres from yesterday.
Right. Well, Boyd, we appreciate it, man, and
absolutely.
Let's try to catch up on one of these next week, and keep everybody kind of informed on what's going on, at least from your point of view.
You got it. Thanks, JC.
Right. Yep. Have a great day. Thank you, sir.
You too. See you.